We're out here at Average Joe's event here in May, and we've got a bigger crowd this time. We got some new vendors. We've got Noveske out here. We've got Vulcan. We're going to show you guys all the instruction, all the exercises from the day. I think we've got Jello and Gunboy out here from Arizona, so that's awesome. We're going to get their opinion on it, see what they think, their experience, and share that with you guys. But hope you all follow along and hope you enjoy this. Thank you for being a part of Average Joe's. You guys are the reason that we do this. And the whole reason we started this movement was to bridge the gap between the average gun owner and the person who actually gets out and trains. We hope that for a lot of you, this is a stepping stone to take your training more seriously, to go see other instructors, and to continue to progress throughout a lifetime. None of us have perfected this. None of us will. We will always be learning and growing from this.
Just from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys being out here, uniformed, ununiformed. This weekend is a very serious weekend for a lot of us. Please understand that we can only be there so quick and so fast. And if anybody's watching TV or social media, you understand that you guys are the first responders, not us. I appreciate you guys taking your training seriously. I appreciate you guys being accountable for every round that you send down range and knowing where it's going to go. Please be prepared at all times. Please take your training at home seriously, because it fucking matters.
As you can see, this is a brand new target that I just created. It's going to be available on Jimmy's website later. I'm going to get him the PDF so you can use it for your own training if you like. First thing that we're going to do, line one, is guess what? A high precision shot, a high accuracy shot. It's very important that when it comes time, you got to perform under pressure first round out the gate, right? So as you can see here, we got a 1-inch circle, 1-inch circle. So the first drill that we're going to have is you're going to be out of the holster, 1 round to the 1-inch circle from the 3-yard line. Cool? Pretty self-explanatory, right? I'm just going to emphasize to you, remember the way that you pick up your times, the way that you pick up your speed is you're fast to the holster, fast out of the holster, throw it out there to about the 80% mark, and then start throwing it on the brakes. Present, smooth trigger brake as soon as you get your sights on trigger or sights on target, right? Everybody understand that? There you go. Doesn't get any better than that, right? Dead center. His time was in a 161. 161. We want you to shoot to your speed. At no point am I going to tell you that this has to be done in a specific amount of time. Whatever your skill level is, take time. If you need to camp on your sights for a little bit to make sure you get your hit, I'm totally okay with that. Let's make sure that we get our hits.
I can maneuver around cover. I can walk. I can get over to my next piece of cover. I can continue to work on this the entire time. If you ever see any brand new shooters on the range and we're trying to load up and gas it up from here, if anybody's done a reload or tried to work a malfunction from here, you know real quick, I'm getting really fucking tired right here. And if I'm working around a barricade, working around a car, whatever it is, this just doesn't fucking work out. Touch points and muscle memory. Buttstock is tucked up nice and under my primary elbow. It's tucked in nice and tight, and I got my muzzle pretty much right in front of me. It's always where I'm looking. It's not in the back of my buddy's head. It's always where I'm looking. From there, I'm going to go ahead and gas up my primary weapon system. Rounds forward, in, seated. Give it a nice little smack, make sure she's in there, and rack it. Just in this workspace is what I can work from. Little press check if I absolutely want to, and I know that I'm gassed up and I'm ready to go. I've already attended the safety brief of the hot weapon, so I know that that's good to go. Let's talk about touch points and muscle memory. We don't care what position you guys work from, be it the high ready, the high port, 10 gun, whatever you want to call it, or the low ready. When you're doing these ready up exercises, focus on the touch points or the index points and be ready to go. My index point here is my elbows tucked in nice and tight. Buttstock is up in the shoulder pocket, and I'm ready to go. Eyes forward and always looking at my threat. One thing when we do these ready ups, I want to focus just like in our pistol classes, sights to the eyes, sights to the eyes, sights to the eyes, not eyes to the sight. If you're a brand new shooter, if you work with brand new shooters, you ever seen this number right here? That's someone trying to bring their eyes to the sights. What we want to do is remain focused on our threat, head nice and natural, and we bring the sight up to our eyes. When you guys are doing these exercises, I want you guys to focus. If you're a brand new shooter, just work on one fucking round. Work on making it go exactly where you want it to go. If you're a switched-on shooter, been doing this for a while, I have absolutely no issues with you guys sending anywhere between 1 to 3 rounds, a natural engagement to actually stop an aggressing threat. 1 to 3 rounds is perfectly fine. This first exercise, all I want you guys to do is get comfortable with your living room distance, point of aim, point of impact relationship. It's pretty simple. First round, all I want to do is go ahead and place my red dot right inside that top left circle. Get a real nice steady hold. We're going to send 1 round. And it'll be on you. At living room engagement distance with my red dot right there, with a unity mount at 2.06 or 226, I'm looking at roughly 1.5 to 2 inches low living room distance. Focus on that throughout the exercises. Up. 1 round into the high thoracic graded box. That is the outlined white box on our target. Think about the mechanics of it. Think about bringing the sights to the eyes. Fred, on you. Up. Weapon goes safe after I have scanned and or deemed that my threat is done, and only after that. Fred, on you. Up. Up. Remember your offset. Ready up, so looking good. Up and down the range. We'll switch gears just a little bit. Downrange. Downrange. Let's talk about trigger cadence for a second. These are all the basics that will lead you and help you head to Fred and Ty and later on my exercises throughout the day. Talk about trigger cadence. As you guys are shooting traditional red dots or even ACOGs out here, you guys need to start focusing on our recoil pattern and what our muzzle and the gases coming out of our muzzle are making the business end of our muzzle do through the shots. For me, I know very well that how I structurally support the gun, that as I fire, my red dot goes up and to the left and then comes back down to the right in a clockwise motion and then settles based on where I'm holding the weapon system. We want to start cognitively focusing on what our recoil pattern looks like. On the up command, it will be 3 rounds at your cadence, all inside the white box. But I don't want you to focus on the target. I don't want you to focus on your dot. I want you to focus on what the dot is doing in between your shots. We need to train our trigger fingers to act upon the dot. Fred, on you. Up. That second round, I jumped it just a hair too fast in watching my reticle move, and I dropped it just a little bit low of the other ones. Fred, on you. Up. In predicting and becoming accustomed with my recoil pattern, I can then become more accurate through my course of fire and my engagement. How this translates is at far distances I can become more consistent, and at combat focused shooting, living room distance, I don't know you, that's my purse. I can start laying down accurate engagements, close range, very violent when the adrenaline is up. 3 rounds, watching the reticle, on you, stand by! Up. So what do we need to do?
Holdovers.
Boom! Up! Up! Be very cognizant of your point of aim at living room distance. If for whatever reason this guy's wearing armor, like your instructor, and these rounds just are fucking punching him, but he ain't fucking going down, we need to transition to a new anatomical hit zone. So you guys need to be tracking your dot and watching what they are having the effect on the threat. But also if you have to take a low percentage shot, be it a pelvic girdle or a CNS shot at his T-box in his fucking head to put his lights out, you're gonna have to be holding just a little bit over his head or on the top of his head, the crown of his head, to make that good shot into the middle of the soft spot of his head. So if you guys are shooting low and outside the white box, number 1, you need to be accountable for all of our rounds. Number 2, we need rounds inside that white box. So what do we need to do? Shooters ready, 3 rounds. Stand by. Up. Nice.
Bye. $804.
Yeah, it is.
Work through it. Keep going.
Hey, next up.
All right, I got it. Go for a good hit. That's high?
Yeah, so good.
Oh my.
Oh, why are we twinning right now? Stand by. Damn.
Stop twinning.
Yeah, I have a terrible grip. I had to take a makeup. What? Stand by. Ah! I think I missed it.
I got it.
You got it.
Mine was slower though.
Finally!
120.
Whoa!
It only took 8 times.
Smoke show. Smoke show. You've seen it here first.
We covered
deliberate trigger presses, accuracy, right? Opening up on a bigger target area. I don't have that. What we're gonna do is elaborate on what will get you that desired result, right? It's gonna be how can I get on target faster? How can I transition to a target faster? Especially when you guys towards the end of the day, we're doing the 5 and then the 1 and then the 4, right? How do I get that shot faster? How do I get to that next level where I'm ready to go, right? So we're gonna work on a ton of grip, and we're gonna work on our trigger prep and our trigger execution, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack up on the 3-yard line. We're not going anywhere faster than this. This is gonna be an exploratory phase for you guys to feel around with your grip, look at how I do certain things. So how I embrace this fine piece of machinery here is I don't want any empty space. This morning I was looking around at a ton of your guys' grips, and I noticed that you guys are gripping like this, right? We got empty space in the back, or we're really forward on the gun or whatever else. So what we're gonna do is iron out our grips and apply tension where I need it and how I need it, right? Don't death grip the gun with your fire control hand, because you get this amount of alacrity, but when I clench this, I don't get to do this fast, right? Like, this is a problem, okay? So I'm gonna supplement my grip with my my support hand, and I'm gonna pinch in with my pinkies, and my support hand is gonna crush the crap out of this gun, right? So when I go to transition, we're gonna be running from A zone to these index cards. The way that you guys are gonna hit these shots faster is by controlling the recoil and having the trigger prepped, right? So let me go through and demo what I'm gonna talk about, and then we'll guys get you spun up after you just ate tacos and you got full bellies. This is gonna be our warm up, and what I want you guys to do, it's gonna be 1 mag, and we're gonna go through the exploration phase, right? So we're just gonna have a grip how we normally would have our grip. Like however you feel comfortable shooting, and we're gonna do 5 rounds when you can shoot. Meaning you see the dot where it needs to be, you pull the trigger, and everything's good to go, right? The second iteration of 5 rounds is gonna be an elaboration upon your grip, really figuring out the trigger, and then the third 5 rounds is gonna be just finding it and like letting it rip, right? You're gonna see your windage on your shots should not go this way. This is an indication that my grip, that vise I have, isn't good. My first 5 rounds is gonna be how I'm comfortable shooting the gun, and I'm gonna see the dot, and it's just gonna be comfy, right? This is like a cold start. So I'm gonna come up, and I'm gonna, right? It's a good tight group, but what does my target area look like? I have a whole ass A zone. There's no reason that I should be shooting like that, right? So what I'm gonna do is, how can I get that faster? I'm gonna pinch up on my grip, I'm gonna apply the tension where I need to, and I'm gonna worry about my trigger and what it's doing and getting off and on that trigger faster, right? So I'm gonna apply a little bit more upward grip. I'm gonna clamp with my support hand and leave my fire control hand loose. Right, unintended reload. You can see my cadence of shots was a little faster, right? Now on this one, I'm gonna put it all together, and I'm gonna let my trigger finger, as soon as I break a shot, get it off of that and back on the trigger, right? My splits should be like incredibly fast. Now I'm gonna shit the bed in front of you guys, but what it should look like is my grip is good, my trigger finger is loose, I have all this time. Right, little bump fire in the end right there. But you can see, downrange, nobody's shooting. This was like my first 5 rounds, right? This was like my second 5 rounds. And when I started letting it eat, they started stitching up, but you notice my windage is like good to go, right? Means my grip is clamped where it needs to be. I put the gun in a vise, and this is what happens. All of this is my objective. This is my scoring area, right? The guy who puts 2 rounds here gets the same score as the guy who puts his 2 rounds here. Or girl, sorry. Right? These count for the same. So we're gonna start building up on that grip, working on our trigger to where you guys can shoot as fast as you can see and still get good hits, right? Okay. Threat! The science behind this is because I can see faster, I can see my dot faster, I can prep the trigger faster, which means I can get more rounds on target, and they'll be more accurate. Look at your guys' groups. Like, they are center mass, your windage is good, right? So let's get the second group up and we'll run through it. You guys will see that when you get into multi-target, whether you guys are USPSA or DAPS, you know, Steel Challenge, right? The people who shoot that really, really well are the people who are ready to go as soon as that target hits, right? So what this will look like is on this target, I'm gonna go center and then I'm gonna go left, and then I'm gonna go right, and then I'm gonna go back to center, right? So bam, 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 bam. But the trick is my recoil control is good with that left-hand tension. My dot is resetting where it needs to reset, and my trigger is prepped on the move, right? As soon as I break that shot, I get off the reset and I'm back on it, right? Let me make sure I have ammo this time. Okay, we're good. Okay, somebody give me a threat so I know. Threat! All right. In between those targets, I'm resetting the trigger, and all I'm waiting is for that visual confirmation of my red dot to hit that target, that acceptable target area. I don't care if you put it dead smack in the center. Acceptable target area is the name of the game. If that red dot or that front sight is on that target, pull the trigger because you should be ready to, right? Go center, left, right, center. Good? Threat! Threat! Threat!
Gas it back up. Watch your muzzle. Brace position of your choice, 2 rounds. Brace position of your choice, 2 rounds. Stand by.
Oh, that's bad. Okay. Okay, reload somewhere. Downrange, downrange.
Holster, holster, holster. Braced, your pick, your choice. Tap right. Safe. Stow it. Reload. Brace.
Safe?
Safe.
Let it hang?
Perfect. I'm Pedro with Noveske. We're out here for our first Average Joe range day. So far the day's been excellent. No complaints from anyone. A lot of people attending these ranges, and that's kind of what brought us back out here. We didn't travel a lot through COVID, and we've seen Jimmy's YouTube channel and seen the community kind of grow as far as people wanting to shoot, wanting to learn more. That's what kind of drove us to come out. So we flew out from Oregon, and we're having a good time here.
All right, so I got Scott here. He's the director of manufacturing at Noveske, correct? So Scott, can you give us any, there's been a lot of talk about the new chainsaw rifle. Can you give us any inside information, any like early scoops, anything on that?
Sure, yeah. So chainsaw line's going to be coming out basically a full forge set with the forging on the upper. We did a new forging, so you can see, you saw the gun out there, but it's going to be like kind of a clone of our billet Gen 4. So now you can get kind of the same kind of aesthetics you're getting out of the Gen 4 line, minus your ambi controls and Flare magwell, for a sub $2,000 price range, which I think is going to fit a build that we kind of haven't been in before that people have known about.
Okay, so sub 2K, and then what's the availability going to be like on that?
Availability should be pretty high in comparison to some of the other rifles that we have, Space Invaders, Ghetto Blasters, and stuff like that are more of a limited runs, where this is going to be more masses. It's known as the People's Rifle, so we're trying to put out as many of them as we can.
Gotcha.
At least double the production of those that we're doing.
Same barrel as the other lines though, right? Same barrels?
All the guts, everything that you see in our Gen 4 line, all that stuff still stays the same, so you get all of the benefits of everything that's really good. Heart of the rifle is your barrel. Same barrel, same trigger that's in a Gen 4 gun, same furniture. You're getting the same. You're getting pretty much everything besides backup iron sights, Flare magwell, and ambi controls.
Awesome. And rough release date? Can you say? Or
It should be mid to end August.
Okay.
We've got the first 100 coming off the line that'll kind of get out in the market. You'll get one. And we'll sell some of those out too. And then right behind that's another 300 probably in the next 2 months. And then as we continue to go down the path, we'll probably be boosting that.
So, okay, speaking of which, one thing that I see a lot on the internet is people talking about stuff never being in stock. But what I see is that they're available at all the dealers.
Yes, yeah. So our distribution channel is through distribution and through our dealer network.
Okay.
So we do put stuff on our website, but that's kind of a small percentage of what's actually out in the market. Okay. So like for you guys, Tag's close to you guys, and Tag always has it.
Yeah.
So
they carry almost everything, I think.
A good Google search, or we've been trying to do better at, if we know where rifles are going, then we will post them. For distribution, we don't know where they go, but our dealer network we do. So we'll try to post them when we send them out. So we know where they're at.
Awesome. So there you go. When the chainsaw rifle drops, if you want to snag one, if you buy it from Noveske, use goonlife. It actually adds 10%. Otherwise, Otherwise, if you go to Tag Firearms, goonlife saves you 5%. So thanks, Scott. Appreciate you guys coming out. It's been awesome having you here.
Yeah, great day. Anybody that's never seen one of these needs to come. It's something to see. It's pretty amazing how this is put together. Tons. You have so many people handling this that I've never been in a range that has this much people being able to handle it. So it seems like it's real easy because you got so many guys.
Yeah, that's what people don't realize, the team we have behind it.
Oh man, it's huge.
Yeah. Well, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Let's go shoot some more.
Let's do it. You can go fast as fuck, boy.
Dude, that gun's so
Jeez, dude.
Bro,
I can't even shoot fast.
leave the mag in
I'm shooting fast.
Here it is.
earlier today we were going vertically up and down with ties drill, okay? We're gonna incorporate that some as well, but also we're gonna move side to side as well, okay? Eyes going first. Think of it like this. Whenever we are opening files on our computer and stuff like that, you use your mouse right. We're looking at our file, we're dragging over to it, all right? My eyes are leading my gun, okay? Brandon's gonna load and make ready. What he's gonna do is 3 to the body, 2 to the head on each target, okay? So he'll go 3 to the body, which is our 8x11. We've been pacing so y'all have a hit zone, okay? So it's been easier for us to pace. 3x11, 3 shots in there, and then 2 to the head, and he'll transition to his other one. 3 to this body, 2 to the head. We'll do it 3 times. If you wanna mix it up, 3, 3, 2, and 2. However, but it's gonna be 5 rounds on each target, okay? Everybody understand what I'm saying? Brandon, you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Up. You'll notice Brandon's doing what he was teaching us early this morning, keeping that same cadence as he goes up, right? There's not a big gap in between the 3 and the 2. It sounds like one string of fire as he's moving his transition. One more time. Stand by.
Hey, I'll do it a little bit slower. Realistic cadence, what I was talking about earlier. Start trying to figure out how you can find a baseline cadence, and then as you speed it up, you're trying to drive the gun faster to the next designated hit zone to try and make those split times just a little bit faster and or consistent. We don't want to bang, bang, bang. bang, 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 bang. We want bang, 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 so that I am driving the muzzle and the dot and or reticle and or front sight post where I need it to go as fast as I can between those shots. That's how we get faster at target transitions.
All right, one more time. Stand by. Up.
You
Very
can see the
consistent
cadence, and what I'm doing is I'm driving as fast as I can to keep the same cadence. What's the applicability in this? The applicability is any type of traversing target, or maybe I'm the one moving. But ultimately, everything I've talked about to this point, where we're tracking the dot, watching my recoil pattern, and acting upon the sights, that's how you track a moving target. This is an example of it. Up! Today, these guys are gonna play a game of horse, or as we wanna make, average. Instead of HORSE, we're playing an AVRG. 180-degree turn, 7 yards. Failure to stop drill, 2 to the A zone, 1 to the head. Very nice. 2, 3, 3. Time, cutters count. 2, 1, 6. We got an A.
Let's go, Mason. Hey, that's
not a cutter.
Not a cutter.
We gotta move it quick.
Not a cutter. It's out.
Yep, it's out. Stay by.
One out.
I got 1 out. In.
3, 4, 1.
3, 4, 1. Stay by. I got 1 drop shot.
He shot 2 on the first one.
Yeah, I did. He shot a clean. No, he dropped 1. There were
But
2.
he shot 2 on the first one.
2 on the first one, so he dropped a shot. We have a V from the 7-yard line. It is 3 rounds to the A zone left, 3 rounds to the A zone right, 1 round to the head box center. Shooter understand course of fire. Stand by.
One out and 5, 2, 3.
5, 2, 3. Just shoot it clean.
There it is.
There it is.
Sorry,
2, 1, 2, 1. Shooter understand course of fire.
Yep.
Stand by. That cutter's count. That's good. 1, 1. Wasn't looking. What do we got? 0, 2. Clean. It's
Clean.
good.
Clean.
Clean. We got an AVR from the 10-yard line. Bill drill.
10-yard bill drill.
A zone. Hey, you want me to mark them?
No, we'll be able to see the misses.
Yeah, we'll be able to see the misses. Yeah. Make it clean. Get it quick.
Shooter ready? Ready. Stand by.
Nice. RSOs downrange. Check it. Time.
226. Stand by.
Oh, we got
one drop.
time.
That one's down and it's 235.
Yep. Nice. That's it.
We have a top shooter.
Jacob is our top shooter. I believe Jeremy has some goods for you.
Are those moist? Because if they're not moist, I don't want them.
Ballot. Ballot.
There you go. There's 200 and limited edition.
That's what I'm excited about.
It's a 1 of 1.
Welcome. Appreciate it, man.
Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah.
Good job, man. Well done.
Guys, hey, thank y'all for being a part of Average Joe's. Thank you for hanging out for this range day. You guys are welcome to hang out and enjoy the facilities. That is it for us.
Let's get a picture.
misses. 233.
All right, I'm Pedro. Oh, no, hold on. Hold on. God damn it. I'm saying too much. Oh, hold on. Jesus Christ. Tight.
6-5.
All right, we're live. We're live? Okay. Doing it live.
Did you say?
No.
Okay.
Where's Gunner?
Where's Gun Dog? He's probably, wait. If you want to find a wild gunner, you're going to have to look for the Noveske booth right over there. That's where you find him.
I'm just here to change lives and, you know, be a part of the community. Beat everybody. Listen, I'm not here to change lives. I'm here to show everyone they'll never be as good as me. I mean that in the most humble way possible. If you want to be good at something, try something besides shooting, because you'll never beat me at this. Okay? Maybe tennis. Maybe tennis is your sport. It's not this.
He tries to be the best. He thinks he's the best. He's terrible. You know, we all like to play around with him so he doesn't feel bad about what he does here at the range. But if you see him, pat him on the back, tell him he's doing a good job. Like, he's trying the best he can.